very good job staying with it, Harper.
I waited until like he was kind of dead center and with no pressure because he's putting a lot of side pressure.
Yeah, one of my opinions, one of the worst habits new guys usually do is when they lose, they let themselves get opened up. If you can stay tight, I mean, that's going to make your recovery way better, and I think it's just the healthiest way on it.
Absolutely. Knowing when to lose.
Yeah.
Knowing how to lose.
Right, knowing how to lose, yes.
Yeah. Because before that, I would just try and like really
that's
get under
very
it,
much on the bone line, yeah.
Get under it, so I was just like, there's a point where I just get it around.
Absolutely.
I definitely think he has like the cleanest fundamentals.
He does have a lot of
the
good
new
strength.
guys.
Yeah. He knows the pressures very well.
He's also the best one at staying tight with the body too. Everyone has their elbow out. You're like perfect.
Yeah, I just tried to press down on his bicep and it did a little bit.
Yeah.
Probably got on his bone a little bit, but not nothing that
Right.
hurt enough. My flop isn't all that strong.
Another thing I've been working on too a lot of is my extension. My
Now
extensors.
out of your shoulder, you feel it?
Yeah.
You can't get it dug in like you want.
No, I can't.
I was just slowly taking your pressure and redirecting it. Now I'm forcing you to flop.
Yeah.
Felt good there, but I felt my hand a little too turned. And I think if I had more, if I could
I couldn't go
like
sideways
that,
from that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have to try to simulate it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. That I felt like I had like a half a lock.
Yeah.
I just didn't have it.
Yeah, you had me stretched out like
Yeah.
forward. Yeah, exactly. You had your lat and your back pressure engaged, but that side pressure.
That side pressure, baby. Like
It's
that
just instinct. It's
yeah.
instinct. I don't know.
No, you're not doing anything wrong. I feel like I'm just missing just that little bit. Like I feel like if I could be a little bit more turned over, like this, I feel like I can have a lock. But I've just turned up enough that I'm like, oh, this isn't like efficient enough because you have too much cut.
Right.
If I could bust your cut back a little bit, I feel good. But it's kind of like more of that. Oh, I shouldn't have reviewed.
Yeah, you gave it up.
I felt like I was slipping a little bit underneath, so I was like, let me try to.
I did try to supinate it, and that didn't work.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's because I'm like.
You were fully committed to like keeping me out
Keep
of
my
it.
wrist high. Yeah.
There's no way I was gonna, unless I kind of just open your arm.
I've been trying to understand the concept more of. I mean, unless you're gonna hook me, unless I know you're gonna hook me, to stop staying in a low hand from the start. I need to make sure I'm posted to fight the hand, and then as soon as I get you to hold on to me, it's gonna force you to cup in. That's when I can really do that. I'm trying to get in the habit of starting up high and then I break into my low.
I like to always start up high no matter what.
Yeah.
Because I feel defenseless when I'm in like a low hand.
I think that's the issue I've been having with Eddie. Like when I tried top roll, I mean I was a little gassed, but I think if I had started more posted and then broke like into my low hand.
You're talking at the fair?
Yeah, because I kind of like started low. I felt really comfortable, but you know, like his hand's so strong that it lets him cut.
Yeah.
As soon as he did that and you get sideways, it just.
He is like kind of following in my footsteps with the side pressure.
Yeah.
He likes side pressure.
Yeah.
I was trying to supinate you.
I was trying to kick out.
Yeah, so that
I was
just
trying
turned into like this weird feeling.
Working on a lot of extension, but I still just can't do it against someone like you. I can do it against the other college guys. You're just too strong. If I kick out like that against them, I can get to here,
Right.
and I don't feel like they can. You know what I mean? I'm kind of.
Right.
But with you, you're like so strong. I'm still like kind of dumped, and I really need to be more here.
Right. You gotta have you rising. Your left feeling good since that little
Yeah.
pop.
I think it was just. I think it's pinching a little bit. I think the straps were just.
I probably went a little bit too hard too quick. Hiding somewhere.
I've been eating it like every day. When I go home on lunch breaks, I'll arm wrestle with my mom. And I'll be like, use both hands. I'm like, use both hands. And I'll just like, what I'll do is I'll just like she'll be using both hands on the cup, and then I just kind of like pronate through. I'm able to pronate through.
Yeah.
And I'll do that for like reps. And I definitely, it feels good, but I just can't do that against someone like you. You know? But yeah, like with her, like I'm almost fully supinated. I just
You
can't.
can do a little bit of it, and I'll just.
Oh yeah, but you definitely need it. I'm pretty much.
I'll make it a little more difficult than her, you know.
Yeah.
Nice. Is it simulating what she does essentially?
Pretty much,
Yeah.
yeah.
I can definitely feel it because it's so awkward to like try to hold your own hand and try to gauge somebody else's power, but I can feel it for sure.
Yeah, I think that's something I really need against people with strong hands like you is, like, you know, with my top roll, I feel like I get caught here, and I really need that side pronation strength. I need to really be able to crack someone, or at least be able to get to here.
Right.
If I can get to here, I'm going to feel great.
Right. Naturally.
But I keep getting stuck here. I can drag back, but my pronation doesn't go
So
with it.
fingers.
Yeah.
Somebody's fingers.
Yeah. I need to probably work more like, you know, not letting you get, like, I kind of have to supinate a bit. So
Right.
You can't.
Are you
Get
gonna start
around.
cheating, bro, on the setup?
I kind of have to, I think. Just because I got a smaller hand, and, you know, my coach says, like, one of the biggest, he says the biggest key for me in my future is pronation. So getting your pronation stronger, he's like, that's going to be more important than any other skill. He's like, as long as you can always have pronation, you're always in the game. So I've been kind of trying to apply that concept, just thinking about always having more access to it.
Right.
But not becoming a super cheater, but you know, like something.
Alright, I'll just go the other avenue and I'll stay high.
It's actually an exercise I like to do.
Yeah?
Like just
That's
straight pushing, like kind of pushing. See how like I'm
Oh,
side pressuring through the thumb?
Yep.
So like you do it, and we just kind of go like, kind of back and forth a bit. I kind of go with it. You're just, I mean, you can do whatever.
Right.
You're kind of like fully
Yeah,
like.
I'm trying to contain it.
Well, no, you're like just like externally rotating. I go through like pec flies, so engaging my pec as well. Because you're just doing internal rotation.
Yeah.
You're doing that.
That's what you're supposed to do, right?
Glenn Waffle.
Yeah, dude, that's what I was taught.
But this is pretty much the exercise I've been doing. Is just with a multi-spinner and stuff like that, and I just fully load kind of here. And I do that, and I feel like that's been making my center table better.
Definitely.
You know? because if the hand isn't there with the connection point, it's like
Everything
I can't do the
falls,
lift.
yeah.
I can't. Yeah, I can't do it.
Everything else fails.
Yeah, it's literally just rely on the hands. It's crazy.
Just change the angles.
If you didn't do that, if you like,
You were
kept
getting
trying-
sticky.
Yeah, I felt like I was able to roll out, but because you put that behind it, you blocked me from rolling out.
Yeah. I think it's since we've been pulling each other for like years.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna try to flop like in my mind that whole round, and then like you just completely took everything.
Yeah. Trying to cut off your angle,
Everything.
allowing you to flop.
Everything to get inside you cut.
If you're gonna flop, you need to at least have like your forearm like neutral. So if I can turn your rotator
Right.
like that,
Yeah. There's
you
nowhere.
can't. That's impossible to flop.
Right.
You know, like if I try freaking, like I'd have to really be underneath and have this crazy
It
side
can be
pressure.
done.
Yeah, but you gotta be different.
I'm not him. I'm not that guy. Nice. He's got the height.
Whoa! The cup came out of nowhere.
Well, I was trying to supinate and it did turn into a cup.
That cup came out of nowhere. I was like, oh, I think I got it.
You were kind of like,
yeah. And then you're just like,
that last second. Strong start like this. Elbow in front of hand. That's what the previous That's what he said, and I'm like, there's no
Yeah.
way to do that.
you just start like this.
Right. It'll work every time.
That's where I really realized with some of the lifts and stuff. And
They don't translate.
it doesn't make sense. I'm like, you don't get in this position. I'm like, you can't start like that. You know, you can start high up, but you're never gonna get elbow in front. I mean, are you kidding me?
Right.
You know?
Someone has to be really dumb to let it go.
Yeah.
Or the most freakiest built person ever, I guess. Just rocking that, like the crescent moon shape. I'm just like negating your little mini hit with like a mini hit of my own.
Yeah.
All through finger pressure and wrist. Nice.
Very smart. Alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Just, I have a really like short like I get my face gets red. when
Oh
I
yeah,
start
yeah.
the first
Oh yeah.
go,
Yeah.
and then I've passed out 3 times doing workouts, like arm
Damn.
wrestling workouts.
Arm wrestling workout.
Yeah, like I was doing a Devin Larrett pronation one,
Yeah.
and I was making sure I was strict form, but I just pushed myself to the limit so far I just fell.
That's
Done
crazy.
that in the gym too. Done that I'll be gym
Don't ever push that hard.
No, that's if I like like go like full max like.
I'm trying to
3 or
remember
4 times.
some of the times we picked these up.
Look at the.
Oh, this one got it. Pandemonium.
I would say if you have pictures on your phone, look at the date.
That's what I did. I did on that
Oh,
one.
yeah.
That was one, the New Hampshire one. Pandemonium.
Every time we
One of
come
them
back
was
from
a
a
Badgers. One of them was Badgers. I think it was this one.
Every time we come back from a tournament, we always end up hitting a Burger King, and then we grab one of the crowns.
Yeah.
So that's why there's all the crowns.
That's sick.
Yeah. We have very good memories in the van. I'm gonna miss that so much.
And the what?
The van. We used to have a van.
My grandparents' van we used to
Yeah.
take.
Yeah. What is it?
It was just a caravan. It was
Oh, Dodge Caravan. Okay.
We had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's wiry. I feel like he's got fast twitch muscles.
I think so.
If once, 6 months into it, ready goes. Oh boy. What do you weigh?
160.
Nice. It took us to a dirt road that literally had mailboxes at the end.
Is that alright?
Maybe like I don't know. Definitely hurts. I mean I know it's supposed to feel like freaking tight, but
How does that? Try that. It's a little bit more loose.
yeah.
If it still feels, we can change.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's like one of the softest straps too.
Can't try to climb up over.
That was that floating feeling I was talking about, where you let go of him and you just rise as hard as you can.
Like that.
Yeah.
Sliding the elbow forward and
Because you need to keep tension.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Because if you like try to regrip and you let go of everything,
Yeah.
it gives you that opportunity. So if you can like keep that tension as you
Yeah.
regrip.
I want to learn how to like be super fast, and I feel like my endurance and stuff like that is especially low. Especially if I'm going hard, I don't want to like pass out at the arm wrestling tournament or something.
I think you are a natural fast switch guy,
Yeah.
but you need to build a coordination. Your coordination is good, but I would just focus a little more on mind-muscle connection for a bit.
Mind muscle,
And
okay.
once you do that, then I would get like some light bands, and then you can kind of like start.
Yeah, like just going. Because there's a tournament at my high school. It's like the only tournament up there, and
That's
I got absolutely jocked last year.
volleyball.
I'll show you. Well, actually, one guy, he's a big power lifter, and what I did is I was down here, and all the technique that I learned and I watched, I didn't listen to.
Went out the
anything.
window.
That's what I
Yeah,
mean.
went all
Yeah.
out the window. I just was like trying, and we were here for like 30 seconds, straight like this,
Bleeding.
and my elbow came off the back, and then it was a foul.
That's why I tried telling Nate, because Nate's trying to like push everyone to do a tournament, and I'm like,
If you're not ready, you're not ready.
yeah, I'm like, you
Yeah.
don't realize it, dude. I'm like, you came from like a competitive background, because he did the online game and stuff, so he's kind of got that competitive mentality.
Right.
But I'm like, normal people like me and stuff, like, you forget it all. When you
Kind
go to
of
a
not.
tournament-
I'm not saying nothing, but like Jared's kind of like that, where like you should jump right into the pro class. Like
Yeah.
go right from amateur to pro. You'll never know where you are until you do it. But
Yeah.
sometimes if you're not ready, you're not ready.
No. You need to get tournament experience. It's very different. That's why.
Oh, dude, my first tournament, I was shaking like I only had like 4 months of practice time.
Really?
Yeah.
I think we really need to do more ready goes in practice.
Mm.
Just because, like, that's what you're really
The next
training
big
for.
practice, I would like to do like a king of the table.
Yeah. Yeah,
With-
Nate
with-
said that'd be a good idea to
Yeah.
do, is like king of the table. And I'm like, that would be a great thing to do.
Nice.
Get out with that. feel that pressure on my fingers.
Yeah.
He reminds me of like Ray, where he's got just really good connective.
Yeah.
He knows the pressures are pretty good.
Very good, yeah.
So if I went into like a turn, I'd go into novice.
Yeah,
right?
go
Absolutely.
Dude, I tell people.
Don't let anybody try to make you feel bad about it either.
Yeah. I don't care how long you've been pulling. Everyone needs to start in the tournament in the novice, and then work their way up.
It's definitely a good confidence boost too, and it kind of breaks the ice.
Yeah.
Where you don't like novice is the lowest, obviously. Like there's nothing lower. Sometimes they don't even do novice; they do amateur, which is I would try to avoid that for your first tournament. But these are all from here on over. These are all amateur and novice. Like don't even. This is my first time going pro,
and in my opinion as well, if you're in a really low tier amateur class where like everyone isn't that good, and you get gold, I think it's okay to still do another amateur. Try to make sure it's one that's gonna be more filled with people. But because my first ever amateur, I smoked everyone at Turtle. At Tournament Classic and 176 amateur.
Right.
And then
Paul Bunyan, who we thought was gonna like.
Yeah, he was my gatekeeper.
Right.
And you know, he was the only one that I was worried about. Everyone else, I knew I was going to pretty much beat him.
And that was my first tournament of that year. So I did pull amateur, and I wanted to see where I was at. And I kind of dominated.
And at Nationals, that was my next tournament after that. I did the amateur 154.
You did a really big weight cut too.
Yeah, so you would think me doing 154 amateur, I would do really well if I just won the 176 amateur. But instead, I ended up only getting second place on the left and I didn't place on the right. So it's like you need to make sure you move up when you really.
There are true gatekeepers though, of like amateur class.
Yeah,
like, in every week. Like,
there's some people that sandbag
that will stay there until like they literally get kicked out. Because it says sometimes on the tournament information where like if you've already won the division or the next one up, you can't pull backwards kind of thing.
Right.
And then you got like, I think Paul is finally getting out of it.
Yeah.
Glenn definitely is getting out of it. But like Canal, I haven't seen pull for a while.
Yeah, I don't know Canal.
I don't know what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
But those are like amateur defenders, dude.
Right. They're the gatekeepers and amateurs.
Right. Dave Seaton was one of them. But just something to watch out for.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice. I feel like the Lowhand technique is very side pressure oriented. Like after you get your back back pressure drag, you got to go sideways. So I feel like that's a very side pressure oriented move.
I think it's if you're doing defensively, I think it's a bleeder move onto the person.
Right. Yeah. If you get
then once their hand starts to crack,
you have to go.
Then
You have to go sideways. Right.
100%. And I
still don't really know how to do low hand. Like
I think nothing.
Absolutely.
I think that's the most efficient way for me because I don't have good side pressure off the go.
Right.
The only way I can really apply it is once
in a
you
defensive.
lose it. You know, well, I have to gas your hand out to that way you can't connect your side pressure with your hand.
Correct.
Once I get that out and you're more on your joint instead of your muscle.
That's when it really shines.
You know, it's like the whole more musculature against less.
Right.
You know.
I'll try pulling a little bit low hand with you. Work on it. It doesn't matter left or right if you're down.
Yeah, I'll show you that video from there.
Oh, great.
So that's where I just show them how to set up the table, and we did that, and then it kind of like, that's where this year, I'm going against some same kids, except that one, the other one.
Dude, I might go up and act like I'm a student. Bro.
Yeah, you should.
Shave the face.
Yeah,
But right now I'm like the second best in the high school.
Nice.
So
nice.
There's just this one kid. He's huge. He's a big football player.
Sometimes you can't beat mass.
No.
Yeah, my fiance's from up here, so I used to go up all the time. That was calm down. It's because I haven't pulled in like a minute. So I'm trying to remember the setup for a Lowhand. So see, that just feels wrong for me.
Think of it like it's a lot of like thumb, and but you're kind of starting cup. So like you kind of have your elbow. So you see how I already have cup? Like if you look from the referee, it looks like it's straight. But in reality, if you really look, I have some cup and some pronation engaged. And then it's kind of up to you whether you want to go like that, kind of like the way Will does it, or you want to do more like
defensive. Okay.
Yeah, but you're kind of already starting with some cup and pronation.
So that's why Will does this like wonky like shoulder.
Yeah, it's because he's already got cup and pronation engaged.
Oh,
so,
okay.
like if I go sideways and you drag back,
it
drag's gonna beat this.
Correct.
Know? So as long as my hand isn't dominant, I can just climb over the top of you and do that.
And that's kind of like the low point, like the
that's the counter.
Exactly, the post.
But
and that's why like Will and I, like when I was weaker, I was kind of giving him harder time because he was low handing and I was post.
And that's why in the strap, the low hand is gonna do better against the post because you can really drag me down. So like let's say I'm gonna post. Think of chopping down your fingertips and dragging down, like you're kind of dragging down. So I'm trying to do this.
Right.
So drag down. See how you kind of open my angle?
Sure.
That'd be the counter of a low hand against a post in the strap.
Okay.
Because outside of the strap, I can freely.
Right. You can just climb me all day. Right.
Yeah. But this enhances the drag. That's why.
That's why that's why out of the strap, me and Will are close, and then in the strap, he dominates me. He says it's close. It's not close. I can promise you.
I think it is.
Now, maybe
you guys
now.
When you guys surge, like you do the first surge and he gets here, and then he surges and he gets here. So it is close.
He's got good tie pressure.
I think really what it comes down to, he has a setup. He has a go-to setup.
He knows how to set up for the low hand.
Yeah, you don't. You know, you set up fair, and he's already set up. He's got his cup pronation. It's just enough.
Right. My setup isn't combating his setup.
Yeah.
So like I'm not defending against it whatsoever. So he's kind of just got it.
Yeah. Mendagas will say like. He's like if I'm going to get someone that I know is hooking, I will set up more like thumb line high, try to get in their fingers so they can't hold on, and I won't give them that space.
Right.
He's like, but if I don't feel like they're threatening to go inside, he's like, I will kind of start more high, and he's like, I feel like it's more effective for me to kind of sneak in the low hand off the go.
Right.
This feels more effective than starting
with your move.
Yeah.
Out in the open.
But if they're gonna start like if they're already carving in from the start.
If the pressures you're feeling in the setup,
then you kind of want to start.
Get in their fingers.
Yeah. So I've been trying to keep that mentality. You know, kind of what I was saying earlier, where I don't always start like that. But, so this would be pretty much the way. And
I did like a reverse grip, and I always been like gripping like this on the peg, so like that shoulder high, it just feels wonky to me.
Yeah. Wow, really?
Yeah, I don't like starting like this with my shoulder real up high, unless I'm gonna try to press, I guess. But I can still, I like starting with a pistol grip on the peg.
One thing I noticed the other day, I was watching the way Daniel low hands, because he low hands, but he's got more of a leverage like me. The Dogs has like really long like pointer to like wrist. Okay. So the low hand works better for him because he can really fill in the gap.
Right.
Daniel has
some move smaller hands is
it's gonna be harder for him to pull off the moves, but Daniel still does it, and he's got more like normal proportions.
Right.
So I was trying to watch because he looks like he has a super long like arm. Like when you watch him, it looks like his arm's like way higher than his shoulder.
Right. He shrinks down.
Yeah, and that's what I noticed, and I'm like, why does he do that? So I was experimenting, just like doing this. And if you lay on the tricep a little bit, like kind of like this, and I have my thumb high, I can get just a little bit higher starting out here versus if I stay up here. Okay, so if I stay here, my thumb's here, but if I lay a little bit down, just a little bit, I get a little bit higher, and then he's able to really like kind of drop into it.
He knows how to
drop into it rather
his
than
anatomy.
Yeah,
very well.
I mean, just little things like that, you know.
Right, and I can feel it, like I can watch it in the strap. Like you can see it pretty clearly from here.
Yeah, and that kind of lets me even drop into it too, like kind of almost pick.
I've always been scared to pull without my riser because I don't like pulling with a dumped wrist, and that's how I have it in my head. Is it's a dumped wrist when you're not fighting. But if you're fighting from that dump with rise, that's what
Yeah.
that's the feeling I'm
Yeah.
scared of. But I'm not. If I'm committing to the low hand, there's no
Yeah.
no rise involved.
I would say because you want to stay there if you know I'm hooking you.
Right.
If you know there's gonna be a fight in the hand, you kind of want to fight up in the hand a little bit, and then you break into that low hand.
Sure.
But you can still kind of apply that same thing. Maybe do like a hybrid grip, where you're not fully posting, you're not fully dumped.
You're
kind of
somewhere in
here.
between.
See how I still got my thumb high and I can still raise my index? So I still kind of control up high, but my thumb is still high. I'm not down here.
Right.
Kind of, not kind of overcomplicate it, but I think you kind of see what I mean. This is what he means when he says like everything's pronation based. Because if you don't have pronation,
Right.
that's when you.
I can't pull from like a. Well, that would even still be pronation.
Yeah. That's
No
like-
pronation is like
Yeah.
absolutely no pronation.
Yeah. For me, your cup's too strong, so like when I try doing the low hand, I lose my pronation. I lose
Right.
this, and then my low hand's ineffective. But if my pronation's engaged and I can get you here, I got so much
You're
drag.
unhookable there.
Yeah.
You're probably not. You'd be susceptible to a flop press, maybe if I was strong enough, but I'm not.
Yeah. And one thing too, when you have a shorter leverage, it's harder for people to press it because my simple drag, I'm a super tight angle and it opens you up. Versus if I had a long lever, if I had like a Devin, Nate lever,
Right.
and I tried
It's
doing
that
that,
much more open,
it
right.
opens you to flop me. That's why pronation, I call it like pronation drag,
Sure.
low hand, but really pronation drag is probably one of the best combos for a shorter guy. This is kind of what I was like saying to Nate with the whole elbow flexion thing too. Let's see if I can counter you. Can't too much. You can tell I'm like posting high, and what I'm really trying to do is trying to get here.
But
So
my
you-
pronation's still enough.
too strong that it cracks me back.
I am shooting forward first. I mean back.
Back,
I am
yeah.
shooting first.
Yeah, yeah.
So. Back to old ways.
Obviously, I'm shooting hard. That felt way better at the start there. There's more in your fingers, but. Mendoga says that the best way to train fingers is just from the table.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't really.
Let someone like hit into him all the time. Or?
Yeah, he says he keeps like a neutral hand position. He's like, I think one of the most effective way, just not cupped, he's like just neutral hand, almost like a neutral hook or something.
Yeah.
And you're just containing them either outside the strap or inside, and just letting them try to go through your fingers, and
Right.
you're just maintaining wrist flexion in a neutral position. You're not doing that, That's the most
Strain on your
fingers.
fingers. Absolutely.
And he's like doing that at practice, statically holding. He's like, I think that's why my fingers are so strong. And it makes sense.
Probably like what might have gained some too. Cause I kind of.
I think you have very strong fingers. And you are outside of the strap guy, so you really work it. It's pretty hard to mimic the fingers.
The movement on a pulley system.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. These. Nothing better than the real thing.
Yeah. There's a little bit to fingertips, but then can also get like in here, and a lot of it changes based on the leverage. If I'm here,
Right.
if I'm here, a little bit of cut. It's tricky.
I definitely feel it. I mean, I can feel it, but I can still.
Yeah.
It goes through your fingers to your wrist, and your wrist starts buckling.
Yeah.
Slow, steady. Can't kick my wrist back anymore, bro. It's already done. No elbow foul on that one?
Kind of look like Auden.
No, I was doing the Devin Lair against Kardeccia.
Yeah.
As soon as Kardeccia in that last round in their first match, he realized he could press, Devin's immediately like...
Yeah.
Overconfident there, and he allowed the Giant to engage the shoulder, and that is...
He did yank himself off the table. It kind of looked like Kardeccia pushed him, but it wasn't.
No, dude, yeah, Devin's literally just like... As soon as he felt the press coming, he's like, nope, fuck that.
Yeah. Where's that sneak attack? It's on your table, I am fairly strong. But if you were to get me further over, I definitely would have been able to hold you like I did. Way too strong. I want to practice with us.
There it goes, man. And there's us.
Just start like that, no? See, that's the only way I can do it is like go fast. Because I think that's how I was catching Will. Remember that watch party we had here and I was all geeked out on 5 beers. He was like stopping once he got here.
Was that Will?
It was Will. Will was there. He had his daughter, remember?
Yeah.
I was doing it to like Chad and Alex too, but like he had like full hand control, he flopped, and I literally just was like, and I did that until like I got burnt out, and he was like, you shouldn't be like able to do that, and I was like, it's because you're stopping. I was like, you're hitting back and you're stopping,
Yeah.
you're leaving me that time to hit.
Yeah.
I was like, just go all the way through, and then he started doing that, and I started working.
Man, this table likes to freaking move,
Flipping
man.
around, bro. I can tell you're about to post soon. You like shrunk a little bit. It looked like a post.
Oh, yeah, I was really just trying to get to the drag and then, like, maybe try to rise the bottom and the thing is.
Looks good to me, bro. You little cheater, bro. I will start the same way regardless what you're doing.
I can like tell when your hand's gonna be too much for me. I'm like, I gotta get to a point where I feel somewhat comfortable. Because when I feel your pose, that's when I'm like, oh, my wrist, like, I can tell it's just done. Yeah. So I need to like get to a point where I'm like, I either have enough pronation and it's dumped, or I can like kind of feel it, like not like I'm over, but I'm at least enough that it doesn't just go straight down.
The double start? Forcing you into the dark magic of the hook.
Damn. I was so high up on I was like,
Yeah, you were extended though. You were a little bit extended. You were really focusing on this.
I thought I got my thumb enough through your hand that like you couldn't just roll through. Like my pronation would stop. But.
You were really focused on rising, and I was like, I don't even care about the rising.
I'm like rising, doing it like externally as well, so I'm still like kind of keeping pressure outside.
Sure.
In case you try to go to the side, but I don't know, bro's just built. You feel stronger now. You feel stronger.
Oh, you cheating me now? You cheating?
No, I was actually like getting it lower for you.
I'm just so used to everybody cheating in this trap. Yeah. That felt good for me still.
Yeah, no, I felt terrible. I mean, unless I'm gonna like try to hook.
Yeah, I knew you weren't. The pressure you were was like.
If I'm trying to top roll you, I'm more trying to get out.
Right. You already know I can. You already know I can top roll from a hook, like out of that. So.
I think the key to even compete with you in a top roll is to make sure you don't get that deep grip you want. Like if I can make sure like you're out here and I'm kind of more out, kind of like
the most primo starting position on me.
Yeah, enough to make sure you can't just climb and bend your wrist. And I got enough that I can like, keep it somewhat there and keep the pressure going.
I'd probably
like
just
that.
go back this way then.
Yeah.
I'd probably try to get a good re-grip.
And that's usually when you can kind of surge.
Absolutely.
You kind of go out and then.
Absolutely. I caulk it.
Yeah. And I try to prepare the storm best I can, but it's too strong.
That side pressure, I've been working forever. Yeah, strap.
Oh, that's strap.
Sonny, is this like an abandoned golf course or something?
That's exactly what it
literally what it is.
Bro nailed it. Dude, that elbow pop felt good on me on my right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that little extension pop, that's just what I needed. It's crazy. Arm wrestling hurts my elbow 2 days later, but when I'm arm wrestling, it feels good. It's like I'm made to do arm wrestling. I don't think there'll be any type of backlash for the.
Alright.
Oh yeah.
Well, just
Yeah,
switch
let's
it.
I get so like,
Yeah.
jeez. I have like no endurance. Like I'm already like, yeah.
You'll build it. You know
I
what
got
I
it.
mean?
I
Do
don't want to get to a tournament, pass out a bit halfway through.
another
We have
good-
oxygen like Lowhand.
Yeah, exactly.
Another good thing for you too,
Yeah.
since you might not be able to practice a lot, do a lot of static holds for times. Get in like
Okay,
a perfect position, statically hold, set a timer, 30 seconds or whatever. If you really want to focus on endurance, do like drop sets.
Drop sets,
So
okay.
like set the weight high for like
Yeah.
maybe a 5-second like rep max, like the most you can hold it in the perfect hold for 5 seconds. Once that goes, drop the weight by 10-15%.
Mac
Drop
arms,
it
that's the
quick.
other one in New Hampshire. Sorry to interrupt. There's like 3 New Hampshire.
Drop the weight by 10-15%. Immediately go into another static hold. Hold that as long as you can. Once you feel you open up, drop the weight. Do one last set with the weight lower.
Okay.
And hold it. That'll really blow up your arm and build endurance.
Sonny, do you remember what we did with the Mac arm sticker that Glenn gave us?
I still got it.
You still got it. I was gonna put it up.
Yeah.
He's like, you guys can put. Brother, your back door on your truck's still open. I'm gonna go shut it.
Oh, thank you.
Your dome light is on. It's bugging me.
Feel that in the forearm. Oh, wait.
We'll do a little bit of strap. We'll do the same thing, strap, and then give you a break.
Yeah, I'll probably have to head out here pretty soon. I gotta go meet someone who wants to buy the van, but I don't know if I can sell it to them yet because my parents still gotta talk. But I told them you might as well look at it while I'm down here. So they're in Oakfield, so.
Yeah, Oakfield's what, halfway back for you? Or Oakfield's further down?
Oakfield's about an hour away, and I'm about 2 hours 40 away from here.
Yeah, so it's about halfway back for you, right?
Roughly halfway.
Yeah, it's going back up north though.
Yeah, back up north.
Yes.
Not, if it was going south, I don't.
Yeah, there's Oakland down south, and I always get them confused.
Okay. Yeah, no, I see.
I've been to Oakfield a couple times.
Dropping.
He's breathing pretty heavy.
It's every time like I do this thing. If I don't do it right, I get it. I need to stretch out my legs. It happened every single practice.
Yeah. What I was gonna say, so I just want to show you that position.
Yeah.
So like you were going to press, right? So just get in that position. So I'm going out to take your hand. So when you feel that I'm pretty much gonna turn you into a flop, the best thing you can try to do is try to shoot forward, like push forward and drop down on it. While
Should I
you
try
up your
and
wrist.
like climb over your arm like this too, and just?
You could, but I'm putting so much pressure here you won't be able to.
Okay.
So like if you're trying to roll out, right, and you feel how my hand's going, the best thing I can do is shoot forward and give up my wrist to try and drop it into it. So we're just gonna do it in slow motion. So I'm coming out to take your hand, and then you drop it and shoot forward. Yeah. So I'm taking your hand, yes, like that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go just slow. We'll just go slow so you feel the pressure. Now come forward, yes, and just drop into it. Yeah. That would be what you
I've
want.
seen matches one like that too, where you got a guy that's just holding and he's either not strong enough to do anything with it, or he's kind of being cocky.
Yeah.
And then you got some little firecracker like Caleb Johnson. I've seen him do it, where he just once he gives it up, he gives it all up at once. And it's worked before. I've seen it.
Yeah.
But it's a like last effort thing. Because once you give it up, there's no taking it back. Think about his arm angle. That's what's open right now. You just keep finishing his arm angle downward.
It's like when I like try and come like up like that, or how would I?
So you could do that.
Okay.
So like get in that
Good
position.
press again too.
And then once you do that, then you kind of push forward and come in for the press. Drop your hand on it. So you can try that. If that doesn't work out, but you get over here now, you can try to roll out. Just roll out all the way to the
So
corner.
shoot this shoulder. There you
Yes,
go.
like that.
Perfect.
Because you opened up that window. Because I had you here, right?
Yeah.
So if you're able to climb over, and now you can get me at least to here, now it allows you to really either engage your shoulder to press. If you can't get the press, then you immediately roll out.
Roll out.
Because you're getting past my shoulder. Because for here, I'm kind of like, I'm in a good position to just hold my pronation.
Yeah.
If you get me here, I'm now like.
Nate was
on
showing
my
me something
window.
like what Devin does, where he's like this, and I tried everything, and I couldn't move his arm when he was there.
You have to have a pretty strong rise and back pressure to do that. And that just comes with time. That's really all it is. If you were gonna try doing that, I wouldn't recommend doing it like low-handed. That's more of like a posting, like that's more like knuckles up.
Yeah.
You know what
I
I mean?
just kind of saw that you were doing something like that. So.
Yeah, so what I was doing is I'm kicking out. So I'm posting, but I'm doing it externally like this. Instead of going like that, I'm doing this. So I'm putting as much emphasis on my pronation into your wrist. So it naturally does that. Yeah, like that, yeah. Because if I'm trying to top roll you and you do that, you feel like you put it in my fingertip?
Yeah.
Not everyone's strong enough to do it, but if you are, that's a good way to take someone's wrist and forces them to flop. And if they can't flop you, then they're just gonna gas out. That's more of an open top roll slash king's move.
Okay.
This is open top. This would be a king's move. As soon as like the shoulder kind of drops, this would be a king's. This is more open. Because there's the pyramid, right? So you got like the high hook, which is pretty much just you're posted with your wrist flex. You got the posting top roll, which is more up in the hand. You got the sweeping top roll, which is more what Michael does, which is kind of like you're almost showing.
I actually was gonna bring that up to you this practice. I was watching videos on sweeping top roll. Everybody shows it. Everybody shows it as like a defensive, like low hand.
It's different because.
And I saw a couple videos on that. Like I watched Cody
Wood, yeah.
and I'm like,
there's not many videos on
I don't think that's a sweeping top roll. I was like, because that looks just like a low hand to me, like a defensive low hand.
This is just a defensive low hand. I consider
Sweeping is sweeping the elbow and hand across. Side pressure top roll.
What your move is, I call a sweeping top roll. What that is, that's like a defensive sweep. That's why the angles change so much. You could call it a million things, but I would say like a base of what a sweeping top roll is literally just side pressure, cup pronation. You're not really going to the corner.
Right. It's not a posting. It's not a high hook. It's not a low hand for sure. It's not an open top roll for anything either.
Then you got low hand top roll, which obviously more drag based. And if you see, I got it in red. That means it's a strap based move, which means better. If you really want to do it in the straps, you don't really want to do it outside the straps. Open top roll, like I said, my shoulder's coming all the way back and I'm open, but my shoulder's not below the table or nothing. And then from a open top roll, then you can transition to king's move. And this is like when you're really giving up everything, and being all into pronation, external rotation and stuff like that. That's more advanced, but and then you got the hook. So obviously it's like high hook, drag, one more dragging base. Hook drive, which looks like a press, but it's not. This would be like a hook drive. See how my shoulder's not really like I'm not fully behind it, but I'm driving to the side. Like
that's the next step in the ladder, though, is the shoulder press.
Yeah, and then the shoulder press. Shoulder press is just think of like a flop press, except you're supinating it instead. So instead of doing that, you're doing this. It's kind of like a halfway between a hook and a press.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it just really is a press.
Yeah, I think Nate was showing me how to do that on that thing, and that's what I was doing the other day. Was just stuff like that.
Yeah. But yeah, that's kind of the whole pyramid. I like it. It has some flaws, but for the most part, it's good basic fundamentals. I feel like I learned a lot from that hill.
And then say like, I seem like.
That you just transition from an open top roll to a king's move.
Yeah, but like.
The more open you get towards king's move.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, are you talking like this?
Yeah, like some people like their elbow is like it rolls like this and it'll end up like
king's
that.
move.
Yeah, so that's straight up king's move.
Okay.
Open top roll
is when there's still a little bit of angle.
Still.
Yeah, think of it. It's like halfway between that. So this would be king's move. Think of like the halfway point would be here. This is open top roll. This is king's move.
Okay.
And you really want
anything past like half open, I would consider.
Yeah. And I believe the rule is your shoulder can be below the table if you're in an offensive position.
Right.
But as soon as I can't remember if it's
it gets
neutral,
past like the halfway point, if you're defending with a negative humerus angle.
Yeah. So I think anything past like 45 degrees. So I think neutral's fine.
Yeah.
But I think once you get to like 45 degrees from neutral, you legally have to have your shoulder above. You can't have it.
Look what happens to Sonny's elbow when he goes really low. Like back when they used to let in, like he gets right off the pad. Like his elbow's not even close to on the pad. And I've seen people pull like that where they're like this in an offensive move, and the elbow is literally like 2 inches off the pad, and like they don't call it. I don't believe in that, and I think that's why the rule changes have.
Yeah.
They especially, I don't think they let king's moves like even in the novice class.
Yeah.
Anymore.
No.
Go for it.
Nice.
That was a beautiful climb.
Very nice. Yeah.
Having that elbow inside of pec or over pec in towards belly button, I feel like increases
the best.
everything.
Yeah.
And that's where like a lot of guys I try to explain it to, and some like guys can't even touch like their elbows together. Like they're not flexible enough.
Flexibility is everything. You touch your.
I can't even do that. So
What?
touch your pinky
to
to your.
fingers to touch your wrist. Like you see how I'm really close.
Oh, that.
Yeah, you bend your feet. yeah. To be careful with it. Sometimes
You gotta turn your retarded real quick. He's like.
Yeah. I don't want to get stuck like that.
Yeah.
No, I don't. Maybe with this arm I can.
You'd be like, what's that guy's name that is the one-arm polar, and he kind of does have didn't he wallop you at
yeah.
what's his
George,
right? Yeah, he's got like a hand that's stuck, like a little hand, and like he only pulls like with his strong hand, obviously, and he's so strong.
Dude, if I arm wrestle him again, I'm fully freaking top rolling that hand.
Yeah.
I think that's the key to beating him. I think I heard them talk about it afterwards. So like, there's a way to beat him every time. I'm not going to tell you. And I remember I tried slipping with them, and they call it intentional, but I felt really good. And then the second time I tried, like, he got a deep grip, and I tried kind of low-handing, and I gave him way more problems because he's trying to, it's outside of the scrap, so he's like really having to hold on to me. So he was able to get me. But the first match, I tried hooking him, and he was immediately like,
somebody who's had nothing but like one arm to work with like their whole life. You gotta imagine it's the strongest two arms.
Yeah, I think
he's got the integrity of it.
I think next time I just gotta load into his fingertips back and just
Yeah,
put defensive out. He's not gonna be able to hold on to me, and I'm gonna be able to just open him up.
I see those guys. There's that one guy from Ukraine with a huge left arm.
Oleg.
Yeah, Oleg Joke or whatever his name.
What's his?
Jock, yeah.
Yeah, Oleg
yeah.
Jock.
Oleg Joke. Yeah.
He was the best. He was the second best left-hander in the world, potentially coming close to #1 before his accident. His accident changed.
Yeah. What was that? A car accident?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. He killed his father and Andre Pushkar.
Who was like?
Oh, that's how Andre Pushkar died.
Yeah, it was all three of them. They were on the way to the airport. It was
shit.
Oleg Jock, his father, and Andre Pushkar, and they got in a crash, and they all, the father and Andre
Yeah, Oleg was
died.
the only one that survived, but he got
He went into a
messed
coma.
up.
He went into a coma. He lost a lot of like function in his hand. Like he wasn't like brain dead, but he was not in good shape, and it took him like 2 years of rehab to be able to arm wrestle again. And he's still like a shadow.
He's still getting back to like the world level, but he's not.
He's not who he was. He was legit like #2 in the world left hand.
Yeah,
Like,
because
he
I've
was-
seen his form, and it's just like
Yeah.
God.
Dude, his hand, his like thumb, this gap, his thumb is like down here. It is the craziest.
Yeah.
I always wondered how Andre Pushkar died, and then
That's how.
yeah, okay.
It was so tragic, dude. Because Andre Pushkar was
When was that?
potentially
Like
2018, December or November 2018. I was watching when that happened because Devin was going to face Dennis left hand, or I can't remember exactly. Yeah, he was going to face him left hand.
When he actually got rocked.
And it was supposed to be at that event that Andre was supposed to against Dennis right hand for #1 in the world, and then Oleg Jock was supposed to go against Dennis for left hand, and it just never.
It's one of those things that it will never know.
Yeah.
It's too bad.
Andre was a monster.
And
Andre's like his arm wrestling style was like flash pin high.
Super
hand.
high explosive, like up top roll.
Yeah.
I would call it a sweeping top roll. It's very like it was very high outside.
Yeah, I'd probably call it.
It's a variant.
Yeah, I mean he was really.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Posted.
probably a hybrid between the two, but he was very posted, like just.
Just
But yeah, it was to the side a lot.
Yeah.
And then there's that other guy too, Kimbo or whatever.
Kimbo.
Yeah,
Maxim.
Kimbo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, he's
Found
on
out
a
about
tear,
him.
bro.
Yeah. Michael found out about him pretty early on. He's like, have you seen a Kimbo 6'9"? I'm like,
Yeah.
that's a made up name.
Yeah.
I was like, who are you talking about? He's like, he's super strong, bro. He sent me a
Dude,
video.
he did like one-handed like wrist
Yeah.
curl pull-ups. and
Like 200 kilograms, like this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah,
But-
that is.
Now Oleg Petrenko is kind of like, because that was Andre's student, right?
Yeah.
And now he's like on his tear.
His tear. You know, Devin freaking ripped him apart. LSD Devin.
Right.
Is that
Yeah, just make sure we can both see thumb knuckle, but yeah. That's
And Corey was pissed after that too, by the way.
Oh,
He missed
Every-
the leg stance.
every time I do that.
I've
leg
missed
thing.
it too, and you lose everything.
Yeah.
They were calling goes really quick though. he's really good at cocking that, like cocking the gun.
Yeah. He's got a very nice, like almost second hit.
That's probably good for me.
Oh, really?
Bro's we're
feeling that
pumping him up. Yeah, the strap, that's what's gonna help. Nothing's gonna save you.
Bro, I know you've adopted Jared.
I just can't get past that. I don't know how he ever does it from here. He's like,
Yeah.
but you can tell it takes a little bit out of it.
Alright, well, Sonny, I'm probably gonna head out here.
Alright, brother. It's so much strength.
Just rising and pronating.
I feel like you don't even have to try. You're just like,
I'm trying.
I'm like doing everything I possibly can, bro. Just like, you're like a machine.
Dude, watching over top a lot.
Dude, I want to rewatch it now that I've been arm wrestling for a while.
I'm like a machine when I train. Like what he says.
Oh,
I turn into a machine when I flip the hag.
Yeah.
Micro adjustment, baby.
I probably look like I'm about to explode.
I looked like I was about to explode when I tried to meet your drag. I was like,
As soon as you took my hand, I was like, hey, I'm gonna flop with like my fingers here. I was like, I'm just gonna try to like hold as hard as I can, but whew,
then I came up and
made me a little lightheaded.
I was gonna pass out.
Made my hand not a This does definitely feel like it works way more hand control, like out, like just holding on. For sure. That's like working on my fingers right there.
I've carried the world on my back, no more to obtain. The fire in the sky, a dim light in my eye that's long faded.
Once you got your like, every time I was like pronating, you were getting your cup.
Yeah. I sneak it in like that. It's, yeah.
Yet I remain nameless, the best friend hero has known. Now I'm safe.
Bro, why can't we start like this?
It's like hard.
Every time, dude, you're like,
It's like that. I don't even know
Yeah.
I'm doing it. It's so natural now.
From the age of
A lot of it too, honestly, is that the hand handle. When I do exercise with the strap, I literally have to do that.
oh, you have to get around it.
Yeah, so I think that's like I am a cheater for sure, but I think it just comes natural because I do that every time to make sure I get.
I
a
was
connection.
matching, I was matching like what you were doing, then I brought it back, and then you just do what you just did
Yeah,
right there.
yeah,
all the death and
yeah.
the
It's
blood,
because I
leave
never like it when
everyone
someone
in
gets
the same.
like higher up there. I need to like free it a little bit,
I'm safe.
you know.
I strength.
And then it's weird because like I feel like I get what I want, but when I actually try to apply pressure, yeah,
I
it
got
just,
strong enough fingers.
yeah, it just feels so awkward.
Met with a cup and pronation.
Yeah, because I'm like stuck here, and I'm like, man, I can't really apply anything up here because I'm just like frozen here. I can't like really apply that pressure.
So I might have to start on Will. Down low, get all my fingers around it.
That low team.
Yes, I've carried the world on my back, no more to obtain. The sword and the shield perched upon saddles.
That was Jared was doing that tournament. That's how he's beating those guys. He's doing a lot of
My
like,
favorite thing is to like the chainsaw. Yeah. Saw back and forth on
Your last war will come, but I cannot follow you down. No, I'm safe.
Just trying to attack a little bit of that pronation.
I'm glad you're doing it slow. You're not ripping.
Oh no, dude, I don't get
Yeah,
no more.
my shoulders.
I don't get no more rip through on
Yeah.
me today.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably could, but not
Right,
like
yeah.
I was earlier.
No, I appreciate it because I can work with that a lot better than
It
freaking.
takes it out of me too, you know. Like,
Yeah. Well, kind of like when I did that regrip, I felt you sink in a little bit more. I thought that would give me the advantage, but I felt like that really.
I snuck it in.
He takes off his wedding ring, and she's taking off her top. And he did that dirty thing with her, but the worst part of the job. It's in the back of her mind, there's a house with the wife, and she's sucking kids to sleep. While she's breaking up a home that she wanted all along for an hour in the sheets.
Everything. Hit the bicep too.
That's the exact same. So, less than fingers, more information. Hands so connected on the right.
Yeah, it's a different hand.
It really is, yeah. I try explaining that to Nate. I'm like, Michael's right and left.
It's day and night. It's
Yeah.
literally two different.
Yeah.
Not even close.
Yeah. There's a last he's like, is Michael's left and right like the same? I'm like, no. I'm like, his left's still really good, but I'm like, his right's a whole other animal. I'm like, it's a big difference.
I wish my right was as good as my left. Or take them, put them together and get the average out of them.
It's still really good, but your right's just like
Connected. It is.
Yeah.
I just instinct on this
Yeah.
side.
Yeah. See how the strap is the same pressure. I don't feel anything in my fingers. I feel all my pronations. As soon as the strap is the way it's loaded, but I just want to see if just the way your arm rests. It definitely feels different than what we're just doing on the I feel all my fingers now and not the pronation.
It's that forbidden back pressure that you taught me, bro. With the pronation. But I'm definitely not able to like pull you closer to my shoulder. I'm pulling you diagonally because it's more of just like a side pressure.
Yeah, a pocket pull. You're pulling.
Yeah.
It's like a hammer curl, but instead of going back, you're going to your shoulder.
Right. Yeah, that feels way stronger than just try to pull you towards me like that.
Yeah, and that's a big thing that a lot of arm wrestlers do. You see them do like hammer curl lifts, and they're always going to here. They're not going straight hammer curl. It's not that. They're going here. That's exactly what you're doing. It's like elbow flexion with like side pressure, which is I think is better rather than going here. You know. But I don't like arm wrestling.
Where do we go from here?
It's like different if you both post, it ends up in a slip. You can both kind of like low hand or just try to do a hand control type top roll, and then you can actually still pull
Right.
while you're top rolling. I feel like my fingers are good with my wrist.
Yeah.
Like I feel like my fingers are good bunched up in, but my wrist starts cracking.
Yeah, it's super cut. Let me try something else that's gonna test your protein or test your fingers. So I'm gonna cut and then I'm gonna try to.
I was like, at first I felt nothing in the fingers.
I was gonna try to roll through. I thought once you have the cup, maybe I can't take it and maybe I can roll through your fingers.
Yeah, that's like a lot of ulnar chop with my bottom two fingers.
Not really isolating your fingers then.
Yeah, it is getting the bottom two, but I feel like it's ulnar. It's my how much can I ulnar chop, and then you're also trying to go through the fingers.
Right.
I mean, you could try it. Try that again. Yeah, okay, that feels better.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's.
I wasn't trying to like
felt
side.
that.
I was just trying to. I'm not trying to cut because we already both got like
Yeah.
a little bit of cut, and I'm just trying to roll.
I think the side targets my ulnar deviation mostly, and then a little bit of the bottom two fingers, and then that back pressure one is getting the fingers.
Okay.
With a little ulnar chop, but it's more in the bottom two. Yeah. That feels good though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It feels like I'm trying to roll out. It feels like you're trying to contain it.
I don't know if you remember the Devin versus Hermes like practice after he went against Oleg. There's one Engen uploaded like 4 videos of it, just them sparring. Engen made them like I don't know. He was
They were doing
doing this
and Hermes was rolling up really high.
Engen kept saying he's like I want one of you to hook, and I wanted to see if the other one can like.
Yeah, it looked like
handle
super
her out.
goofy because they were like holding hands like this and
Yeah.
it looked like that.
So that's essentially what you just did to me.
Yeah.
Is what they were doing. So I'm trying to secure my hook.
Right.
And
I'm trying
you're
to take it.
top roll out.
Right.
Yeah.
It definitely works like your containment.
Oh yeah, for sure, especially in the bottom two. Like if you're a hooker,
I feel a lot of tension when I'm trying to roll out too because
Yeah.
I feel like if you were to go down, I'm open my bicep.
Right.
So it's very realistic feeling.
Yeah.
Sure. Like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
something that could happen.
There's a great hook versus top roll.
And I know you said you want to work your top roll, but
that's still containment. That's
working
still
your hand
yeah.
can absolutely translate.
Because if I low hand, sometimes I'll even kind of like I lead with the bottom two fingers.
Right.
You know what I mean? I can either like do that.
Right. Or really focus on that chop.
Yeah, and that is one of my strengths, is the chop.
Right.
I just have to find a way to really work in a top roll rather than hook.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because if I go from here and then I chop out, that is ulnar chop, and you can feel it a little bit.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I'm fine with
Yeah,
with
keep
either one.
rolling out of that.
I feel like I'm using a little more like wrist and frame on that one, but I was really trying.
Yeah, I was really trying on that last
Yeah,
one.
if I don't try as hard and I kind of let you get higher in my fingers, or higher in my hand, it's more fingers, but if I like really try, I'm like,
Right.
I am
You're
kinda,
focusing on that chop.
yeah.
I might try sliding my hand. That'll make it so you're all dependent on your grip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I might try to.
Yeah.
That really
that's
focused.
to incorporate these
Right,
ones.
and if you get lower on me, that really focuses.
Oh,
Like, that's
yeah.
where I'm pronating through my wrist.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah. Yeah. Now I'm feeling the pointer.
absolutely, because you're lower. You're
Yeah.
where my pronation is.
Yeah.
But you have a lot more purchase now.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I was trying. I'm gassing out.
Oh yeah.
I think we're both gassing out. And that kind of was what like Hermes was doing. He was floating.
Yeah.
And like Devin was fully dependent on his fingers.
Yeah.
So it is a good workout.
It is. I actually do like it.
Yeah.
Good burnout drill at the end of practice.
Absolutely.
I definitely think we need to do more stuff like that.
At the end, transition to a end of the practice type of.
Yeah, just drills, and then try to get some blood flow.
Right.
Feel that wicked in the middle finger.
Yeah, you kind of had that planted, and like this one was like kicked
I will say my finger containment is different.
on your left. versus
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, because I don't remember what handle it is. Oh, the top roll eliminator. Any like finger containment drill, my fingers are flat. I think it's the left. It's more crunched. Like it's kind of like crunched.
Right. It's flexing. Them.
Yeah, and then my right can actually do it flat.
Yeah.
But I have to be crunched on the left.
Yeah, I definitely noticed exactly what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
it's
I was
weird.
looking at your hand and I was like,
Yeah, I don't know, something like the knuckle here like gives out. I don't know. It's weird.
that's too strong for his fingers.
Yeah, because you feel it. It's weird. I don't know why it does that.
I miss
Oh, you contained it that time.
It might be, well, I don't know, maybe it's a strength difference. It might be better this style for
You're
this
right.
type of thing.
The way you're clamping, yeah.
Yeah, because it's really,
I don't even know how to, like, how you would, like, see what I'm doing? Like, instead of digging, I'm letting that knuckle go
Yeah.
in, which doesn't feel weird.
it naturally does that. Like, I don't know. It naturally does that.
Nice. You're containing it. I mean, you're feeling it in your fingers.
Oh, wicked. Oh, yeah, yeah. Because I feel in the fingertip, like, it kind of hurts a little bit.
Right.
Because it's not, like, going through it like that. It's
You're
like,
planting them.
yeah, so it's
You're
like
digging.
bending the wrong way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try getting deep around where there's no, yeah, see,
You'll
that's
probably
good.
still do it, yeah. Oh, it kind of forces it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Force me to work even harder.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, you're letting me get really. Yeah, you can see my pointer
Yeah.
finger. yeah.
Yeah, I'm booped on my left.
You want me to try it with you? I mean, I don't know if I can really
Oh yeah.
get that pressure. So you're kind of just what, like?
Yeah, I'm trying to rise and like.
Okay. Yep. Is that good or?
Oh yeah, I can definitely feel it.
So I can work that setup I was telling you about where the dog just kind of sets up here and then you kind of. That's kind of what I have to do that. And your right wrist is so strong.
Yeah, I know.
You're
I'm just
coming in and
kind of.
you're not even over chopping. You're just straight up like. Maybe you gotta hook a little bit. Oh, kind of awkward. Oh, that feels way more than
yeah.
right there.
I let a little bit of finger pressure kick out. But I was like, I had too much around.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I was really only like planting my pinky, and that was kind of wrapped around your pronation enough. So like all my other fingers were just really, like really strong because my pinky was doing all the work.
Yeah.
So it just added like threefold. So I just kicked them out so they're not all the way around. So it'll give me more of a work and you more of a work. Oh, that feels. Of course, instinctively my fingers slide around, but
Yeah.
oh, my pointer finger was doing that. Yeah, see, it wants to like push on that bone to push it that way.
I feel when my flexion gives out because I'm like really trying, and then I feel like that give out because I'm putting so much.
Oh, you got through it!
Yeah, I start instead of just fully post.
You
I was
rolled out,
starting to-
yeah. That finished it off too.
Yeah.
I was like, yes, no.
Oh, I couldn't do it. Your
Yeah.
cup was too much.
Yeah, I
last
slid
time.
around too.
Yeah.
I got fucking shit in my eyes.
Keep going right or?
Yeah, we'll do a couple more right, and then I'll do it left, and then I'll go.
I feel wicked in the top too. I don't know where you felt it the most.
Yeah, I feel it still in my pinky a lot, but I think that's because I got that nerve thing going on. Not that it hurts.
I
I
was
can
gonna say, is it bothering?
no,
you?
it's not hurting. I can just feel it. It feels
Yeah.
like I'm working my pinky like this. Yep.
Yeah.
You cracked it that time.
Yeah. This is a fun way to end. I kind of like this.
Right.
We get to max effort.
I gotta
but
see where
it's like-
I gotta see where my left is now on this movement. I get a little too much. Oh, still almost broke it that time. Almost. As long as it's not hurting your shoulder.
No, I felt my teeth grind. And like,
I was ready to blow a gasket. I want it cracked all the way.
crack.
Oh, there it goes.
I feel like I kind of cheated pronating through.
You
but-
had to though. We're
Yeah.
both at that limit where somebody's got to do something.
Yeah, that makes like my my pronation pretty much dead this way. I'm just like.
Side pressure.
Yeah.
Another way to train side pressure.
It is.
That's what I do like when Will and I are stuck in this or whoever and stuff
Oh,
like that.
yeah.
I just drive,
Yeah.
and that doesn't hurt my wrists, which is weird.
Good. Good.
Yeah, that's a good practice.